Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Green here today. Today I'm going to show you how to access Sora by Overdrive. Sora is our online collection of books in our library, and we have thousands of books to choose from, so that's so cool. We also have over 200 audiobooks to choose from as well, so that's pretty exciting. The first thing you need to do is to look on your iPad home screen to see if you have the Sora app. If you look on mine, you can see that it's in the bottom left-hand corner. It's a little rocket, and it says Sora underneath. If you don't have that on your iPad screen, then you need to download it in self-service. So click on self-service and let's look for the Sora Overdrive app. As I go down, I scroll through, and you can type it in if you want. That's quicker, kind of like always looking at the different apps. And as I get towards the bottom, la la la, I see Overdrive. But I want Sora. There it is, Sora by Overdrive. Do you see it's an S with the clouds underneath of it? Now it says it's already installed, and I don't want to reinstall it. But if you need to install it, then you would click install. It doesn't have the rocket ship on it, and sometimes that's what makes it look confusing. But Sora by Overdrive is the same thing as a little rocket. So once you click on that and install it, then you'll see the little rocket ship Sora pop up on your home screen. At that point, you can click on it and open it up. You'll have to log into it if you are installing it. So what you will do is first they'll ask you what school you go to. And you're not going to type in Countryside. You're going to type in Barrington. Barrington. Barrington High School, Middle School, and Barrington Elementary School, Barrington, Illinois, will pop up. You want to pick the third option, Barrington Elementary School. If you tap on the high school or the middle school option, it won't log you in, and then you'll have to go back and redo it. Once you tap on your Barrington Elementary School, it will ask you for your username and password. First initial, last name is your username, and your 6-digit district password is your password. You do not need BSD. I'm going to say that again. You do not need BSD. So P is the first letter of my first name for Paige, and Green is my last name. So I would use P for the first letter of my name, and then Green, Green, for my username, and then my 6-digit password. Most of our 6-digit passwords begin with a 5. All right, now you're ready to go, and Sora by Overdrive pops up for you. Barrington Elementary School, yay, we did it. Look at all of these books. At the very top ribbon, it has new ebooks. We have over 200 new ebooks. I'm going to click on that, and there you go. A bunch of new books that have been added to our collection just recently. Look at all these great books. Maybe you want a funny book. You're like, I know a lot of kids who would love this football book. I'm looking at it right now. Sorry, I got distracted. All right, I'm going to hit explore again, and I'm going to look at our subjects. If you really like a certain subject, mysteries, fantasy, funny books, right, you can click on one of these. We have 456 humor books. Hot dog. I'm going to click on that, see what they are. Oh, yes, absolutely. Look at Dog Man and Terrible 2 by Mac Barnett. Boy, weren't we lucky to have him come in October. His books are still really popular. His visit was so great. If you haven't read Terrible 2, this might be a great chance to do it. It is a really funny book. We got Bad Guys. You know, Bad Guys was voted our favorite Monarch book this year, and our favorite Bluestem book. Mercy Watson. Just talked to some kids in a Zoom class this week who were reading some Kate DiCamillo books. And oh my gosh, Mercy Watson. If you want to go back and enjoy books from first and second grade just for fun, you should. Mercy Watson is the best. New Kid. Oh, Click. Click is a book. It's a graphic novel. And if you like Roller Girl or Smile or Sisters or the Babysitter Club books, you will love Click. All right, I'm going to go back to Explore so we can look at some other things. So here are our new audiobooks. We have over 200 audiobooks to choose from. I just want to let you know that in our audiobook collection, which is they're really well read, but you do not get the words. You don't get the actual words to the book with the audiobooks. It's just listening. So a little FYI for that. I'm going to go back to Explore. And here are books that are just happen to be available now. You don't have to put it on hold. It's ready to go. And our most popular books. Creepy Pair of Underwear was a super hot read in our library this year. I can totally see that. And Roller Girl and El Defoe. Now, I have added on our 2021 Monarch books. The Monarch books for next year. If you want to get a sneak peek, look at them. All right, so let's do it. Love it. Some of them are in audiobooks. We try to get all of the award books in audiobook if they're available. And not all books are available in ebook form. So that's why some of the books that we really wish we could read online, we still quite can't do that. This is our 2021 Blue Stem list of books. Yay! I see Hope in the Holler here. It's both in book form and audiobook form. Oh my gosh, I just finished reading that book and it was so good. It's about a girl named Wavy who is forced to go live with this aunt she's never met before. Her name's Samantha Rose. And Samantha Rose and her family, they are scheming. And they live in this poor little town in Conley Holler up in the Appalachian Mountains. And Wavy's last name's Conley. And so this town's kind of named after her. And she never knew it existed until she was forced to go live there. Now, this aunt is up to something, and Wavy doesn't know exactly what it is until she gets to be friends with a boy named Gilbert and a girl named Camille, and they are some great friends. They show Wavy around, kind of give her the who's who and what's of the new town she's in. And even though she's in a crummy situation, Wavy has the best knack at finding the beauty that's around her in nature. And even though her situation isn't great, she has the beautiful mountains and flowers around her, and that kind of helps ground her in this hard time. Oh my gosh, if you want to know what her aunt is up to and if she can outwit her scheming aunt, read Hope in the Holler. You will love it. Okay. So here are our other 2021 Blue Stem books. Ooh, Finding Langston takes place in Chicago a long time ago, and it's about a boy who moves up from the south and into the south side of Chicago, and he's never lived in a city before, and everything is new and different for him, and school's hard, and the place where he lives hard, and he and his dad are just trying to make ends meet, but he finds a library, and in that library he finds a world around him that he never knew existed. Finding Langston. Love that book too. All right, let's go back to Explore. We also have the 2021 Coddle books. Now, these books are meant more for middle school, but there are some books that our fifth graders might enjoy in here. You just have to remember to look at the interest level and the reading level, because some of them might not quite yet be, you might not be ready for. And then our 2020 Monarch books, the books that we love so much. Do Not Lick This Book. Everyone loved that so much. And our Blue Stem 2020 books. If there is a book that we read out loud together or you looked at and you enjoyed the book talk for, now's the time to check it out. And our 2020 Coddle books. Now, if you chose choice 1 for our Countryside Choice Board, then you might have seen that we were making origami bookmarks. And so we have a collection of origami books right here at the bottom of our Sora face page, so that you can go and find some other things to make with paper or tinfoil or whatever you have at home that you can make something origami with. All right, kiddos. I'm going to show you just about how to check out a book real quickly, and then I'm going to let you go and explore Sora on your own. So I told you about Hope in the Holler, and so I'm going to start typing that in. Hope in the Holler. Type that in. Oops, need a little. All right, got it. I'm going to search, and here it is. It pops up. Now, if I want to check that book out, I click on Borrow. Borrow allows me to take that book, and it takes a few minutes for it to download into our iPads, but once it's downloaded, it's ready to go for you to read. You might want to check out Hope in the Holler audiobook at the same time, and even though you can't read the book and listen to it on your iPad in tandem or together at the same time, it might be nice to listen to the book when you are laying in bed or want to give your eyes a little break, right? Okay, so here's our book, and it's ready to go. And we can scroll along. We can make it bigger, right? And here's the chapters. All right, but I'm ready to give up this book for now. So I'm going to double tap with 2 fingers on my iPad, and it will give me this screen, and it will allow me to now close it up. Now, if I go and look on my shelf, which is at the bottom of our screen, right next to the circle, it says shelf. If I click on that, it tells me what is in my shelf of my personal books I have checked out in ebook form. And I can open the book from here, but there's another thing that I can do, and it is tapping on options, and this lets me renew the book if I'm not quite done after 13 days. Now the book is checked out to me right now for 13 days, and on the 14th day it goes back to our virtual bookshelf. Just like our books in the library, these books get checked out one at a time, and so now that I have this book checked out, you can't check out this book. So I'm going to return it because maybe one of you would like to read it. So as soon as I'm done reading it, I always return my books because there might be someone waiting in line to read it. So that's the polite thing to do. So I'm going to hit return and then return again. And as I do that, my book is getting returned. Once my book is returned, it's back on the shelf and it's available for one of you to read. Yay, my shelf is empty.